Each month we have a special speaker or program, and today we have Jennifer Perez, who created her passion for helping people with Parkinson's, the Perez method for dealing with Parkinson's. And Jennifer's highly talented, she's on our board. And anyway, I would like to pass this over to Jennifer and her team.
Well, thank you, Stuart. Yes, it's been a pleasure being on the board. I definitely do have a passion for working with people with Parkinson's, and this has just stemmed from success of seeing how fitness is really, truly can help you fight the battle. So the first thing we're going to do today, I'm a big person who likes to have a lot of fun. So I really want to bring that to our meeting today. So I'm going to start by passing the baton to our movement maestro, David. David is a certified personal trainer with a passion for helping people with physical challenges. He's also worked extensively with individuals recovering from neurological disorders, so he understands the unique needs of this community. David's going to lead us in a fun activity to get us energized and ready to embrace the joy of movement. So let's get ready to groove with David as he guides us through the Cupid Shuffle.
Good afternoon, everyone. How you guys doing? Good. Doing good? Great. So I just want to have a little bit of fun with all of you, and we're going to do the Cupid Shuffle dance. So you're going to take in your chair. You're more than welcome to stand up if you want to. There's going to be a part where you're going to be getting down, and you're going to be doing a little bit of spinal flexion, so just be careful with that. So we're just going to get our blood pumping, and we're going to get moving, and y'all ready to get started? Yeah. Don't be shy. Have fun. Follow my lead.
Guys, that was wonderful. Okay, so now that we're all warmed up and feeling good, let's take a minute to meet this incredible team of people who are very passionate about helping people with Parkinson's to live their best lives through personalized exercise programs, expert guidance, and unwavering support. All right, so first we have Jeremy. Jeremy, we're a collaborative team at Perez Personal Training, so each of us really has an area that we specialize in, and then we all meet together and we talk about all of our members and how we can help them. It's really a lot of fun. So Jeremy is our nutrition specialist, and he's our resident musician. So he's always ready to infuse rhythm into our wellness journey. Then we have David, who you just met. He's currently pursuing his doctorate in physical therapy. So he's bringing us a wealth of knowledge always. And then we have Sabrina. Sabrina's a Parkinson-wise certified corrective exercise specialist. So Sabrina has well over 2 decades of experience working with the active aging population. So she comes with just so many ideas and, again, another just wealth of knowledge. And then we also have Isabel here on the end. Isabel is also Parkinson's-wise certified. She's our resistance training specialist. So she really focuses on building strength and resilience. Speaking of Parkinson's-wise, thank you to Jan, hiding in the back there, from the Parkinson's Association of Northern California for providing us with this certification and training and for coming today and supporting us. Thank you. Okie dokie. So now we get to our wonderful membership base, our Perez Personal Training family, we call it. So these are some of the current members that we're working with Parkinson's. So Joan is really the catalyst behind the Perez method. She was diagnosed in October of 2014. She had done a lot of research. She knew a lot of strategies and all the different ways there were to fight Parkinson's, and she knew that exercise was a really big one, but she didn't know what to do with that information. So about a year after her diagnosis, she came into me, and we got to work. We've been working together for 9 years, but she just lit a fire in me because she had this feedback from her neurologist and her movement disorder specialist that was so positive. So she went to her appointment and she said, "What else can I do?" And she said, "Just keep doing what you're doing." So that was all I needed to really just focus in on Parkinson's and say, I want to get this information out to the community and let you know that there are ways to do it. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be super intense. It should be fun and easy to implement into your life. So that's Joan.
So Linda is one of my clients, and she's had Parkinson's. She's dual diagnosis Parkinson and post-polio. And so I have, double the fun. And so I've been working with her for 3 years. I did get an OT involved, so it helps me know how to go to the right direction, especially with post-polio, as well as Parkinson's. So we've been doing good, and getting better all the time. So managing medications and training. And then, what do you want to do? Robin?
All right, and then next we have Robin. Robin has been with the Perez Personal Training family for 4 years. Right now we're focusing, as life changes, her program is changing. Right now we're focusing on incorporating balance, speech, gaining muscle, and strength.
And then I have my client Suzanne, and she just joined us in 2024. She's had Parkinson's since 2008, but she also has scoliosis, so it's another dual diagnosis. And so again, I'm trying to keep the margins very close and not have those margins get wider or rotate more, and still work with the Parkinson's on top of that, and working on different techniques to make things work better in her body and be more aligned. So, go ahead.
And then finally, we have Rebecca. Rebecca was diagnosed in 2023. She's our newest member of the Perez Personal Training family. And it's very exciting because we just had a community grant funded. So she's the first winner of our community grant. So very excited to get that program rolling. And with Rebecca, we're working on programming and lifestyle integration, primarily of strength. So we're really working on her overall program. She has a lot of the pieces of the puzzle already working, so we just fine-tune them and then working on some strength programming that is workable around her physical restrictions.
Hi everyone, my name's Isabel. I'm one of the trainers here at Perez Personal Training. And we want to emphasize the growing prevalence of Parkinson's disease. In the US alone, over 1 million people are currently living with Parkinson's. Every year, approximately 90,000 more people are diagnosed with this disease. That is a big number. California in particular has the highest number of Parkinson's cases in the US. This is truly a global health concern as Parkinson's affects 10 million people worldwide. These numbers highlight the increasing need for awareness, support, and research to combat this disease. In fact, there has been a huge surge in research and legislative activity focused on Parkinson's disease. For example, the California Parkinson's Disease Registry recently received $8.4 million in state funding to expand research, which leads us to our next topic.
So all of the funding and research leads to information overload, in my opinion. So as you see here, we are finding all this information that there's all these different strategies to fight Parkinson's, right? There's family and caregiving support, balance and gait training, the power of music and rhythm, strength, flexibility, mental wellness, nutrition, sleep, medication management, posture and alignment, community. There's just so much, and even puppy therapy. This is my favorite. Puppy therapy, yeah. So, and there's many more. So what we're trying to do is take all of that kind of information and just simplify things. It's our mission to cut through all that clutter so you're not drinking from a fire hose, and just to create a personalized plan that's fun and effective for you. So the first thing we do is we thoroughly assess your unique challenges and abilities. Every human has unique challenges and abilities. Then we add Parkinson's onto it, and it's just another layer. So it is very important that you are, treated individually, and what you're doing is specific to you and where you're at. So we first assess, then we design a personalized exercise prescription and schedule that fits seamlessly into your life. So this is a schedule here that we recently put together for one of our wonderful members. She's already really good at doing her stretches in the morning. We went over them. We're making sure they're still working, that they're being done properly, and they're not gonna injure her doing them, and she's just sticking with it. Then we make sure that we add the principles, the foundational principles into this program, right? So that the exercise vitals are balance, strength, flexibility, and cardio, or aerobic activity. So she's incorporating that puppy therapy with her brisk 20-minute dog walk every day. She's taking Dr. Mo's balance class, which we love, and so that's a balance activity, and then we also added balance activities on a second day. And then for strength, we specifically designed a strength program for her to do on the other 2 days of the week. All right, so that's an example of how we create the program. And then, so Sabrina's gonna demonstrate now with Jeremy and Isabel some ways that we work with people that have different restrictions to try to accomplish the same goal.
Okay, so we need a wall. Yeah, so let's say we're taking Jeremy for involuntary tremors or things that might be having a hard day. Sorry, might be having a hard day. And so, yeah, we can come back here. So if I'm trying to work on hip hinge, then what I'll do is, so if Jeremy is trembling or having a hard day with his medications, I might start with a hip hinge wall and use the wall as a stability. And then, so Jeremy's gonna go ahead and walk his feet forward. Sorry, Jeremy's gonna walk his feet forward. Take your legs slightly apart, Jeremy. And then he's just gonna slide down the wall with his hips, hands on his thighs. And let's say his legs are trembling a little bit. I might take a ball here and work on stability. I also might work on heel lifts, toes, change of action of foot, change of action of arms, so forth and so on, depending what the needs are, what needs need to be met. So this would be a way of helping with, sitting, standing, and so forth, and I'll have him as his legs get tired, which he can last an hour there. So, so anyway, I'll go back and forth, or might do a foot adjustment and a foot adjustment in, and so forth, all right? So just taking that stance, getting his quads stronger, his core stronger, stabilizing his back more, and trying to get with the involuntary actions of your body. Okay, that would be one. And then Isabel. So if Isabel is posterior tilt or tucking under in the hips, more problems with lower back, then what I would do is do the same thing. I do this against a chair, but I would take my arms forward here, Isabel. So she's just gonna learn to hinge at her hip so that she shifts her hips back, try to maintain a natural curve, and then and I'm gonna take your legs slightly apart. And then she can go ahead and forward her knees a little bit to the ability of that squat, holding that steady, and then she could use the wall to come back up, all right, without tensing or tucking. And I'll work on making sure when to know where your stop points are and not overdo your back, your lumbar especially, and we're using more of your pelvic girdle or your abdominals. So that's what I would do for a couple of examples of things for squats and how to get out of that sciatic or lower back pain, which is probably almost all my clients. So, so working on that hinging and getting that better, thighs stronger. So that's just a couple of examples of things I would do. Okay. Okay, so this is me and Robin. And so, yeah, we're working on gait pattern there. You can see I'm having it. So one of the things is taking those small steps. So I might have you kick something forward to do that. This is working on quads and leg extension with Linda. And again, you can see the involuntary action of the foot and so forth. And also, I put her up against the wall because she always is thinking that she's gonna fall. So, and again, working through those ankle, feet, and gait pattern, heel to toe movement or toe to heel movement, just getting things to stabilize through the ankle foot and not so much in the lower back. Right?
Is she kicking something?
What's that?
She's kicking something in front of her to make her...
Yeah, to extend her leg out so she hits that heel base instead of walking flat on your feet.
And you can use anything.
Yeah.
You've used like a paper cup.
I'll use anything I find, whatever works. I'll use balls sometimes and kick them against the wall, just so, again, knowing that you're going to be stable on one foot. It's almost like a balance, so working on balance. Okay, so here we're recruiting outer inner thigh, trying to, I did a pattern of counting 4 in, 4 out, 8 in, 8 out, whatever, and I'll change the pattern. So right in there, just working on that, trying not to roll the ankles and keeping the feet stable. See the toes want to move, but I'll just keep, focusing on keeping that steady. All right, so there I'm working on core, so alternating tap backs, trying to keep the chest up, trying to not turn the hip back, right and left, but keeping a stability in the pelvis. And so, and tapping back can be hard because the feeling of always, and you can see I'm tapping outside too. So just the feeling of knowing your space around you. And of course the tubing is unsteady. So again, you're steadying yourself with the tubing being unsteady. You wish it was a wall. You wish it was something that was stable for you, but it's unsteady. And then add stuff to that. All right, just big movements. Yeah, so in the scoliosis and into her, or just keeping the spine really steady. You can see I put one foot in front of the other, so it's a balance training. And then just big solid movements and keeping that core steady. All right, so forward stroke, back stroke. And those arm sets can be a lot of different things. I'm surprised I'm not falling.
How's everyone feeling after that Cupid shuffle? Y'all feeling warmed up? Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of discuss why the Perez method works. So we believe in a holistic approach to Parkinson, incorporating exercise, nutrition, mental health support, and more. Exercise is at the core of our approach because research shows that it's one of the most powerful tools we have in the fight against Parkinson. We take all the options and narrow them down to a clear, fun program that is easy to incorporate into your lifestyle. With the Perez method, you are a part of the supportive community. You'll have one-on-one guidance from our team and the camaraderie of other members facing similar challenges. Jeremy?
All right, so welcome to Perez Personal Training, where fitness is fun. With trainers so caring, we get the job done. From puppies to dancing, we've got it all. With all of our members, we're having a ball. Oh, we're moving, and we're grooving, and feeling alive. With Perez method, we thrive, and we thrive. Singing and dancing, we're never alone. In our fitness family, we've found a home. Exercise is key, but we do it with flair. With laughter and joy, we show that we care. Programs tailored just for you, with every step we are breaking through. Caregivers join in, let's all have fun. Together we're stronger, second to none. With every smile and every cheer, we're conquering Parkinson's year after year. Thank you very much, everybody.